Good afternoon, it's John Heaton, and today I'm going to look at some of the most momentous days of the 1960s for the Beatles. I'm going to divide it into categories and then choose a winner from each category. I don't think I'm going to choose an overall winner, although I could do, I suppose. We'll see. But I've got 5 categories: recording, release days, video/TV, concert performance, and photo shoot. So I've picked out a few top runners from each category, and I'll just go through them and then, as I say, pick my favourite. And I discussed this with my son, and we came to a joint opinion on most of these. It's very subjective, and if you disagree, that's fine. There's no right or wrong answer. So first category, recording. So the first contender was Monday the 11th Feb, when they laid down 10 out of 14 tracks for the debut album in an amazingly productive session at Abbey Road. So in terms of sheer output, that would be the top runner, but I'm going to mention a couple of others. 6th of April 66, the first session for Revolver, when John just came in, and they laid down Tomorrow Never Knows, although it wasn't finished on that day. The first track, the first take, was on that day, so that was pretty momentous. And then the third contender is from the 14th of June 65, during the Help sessions, when Paul McCartney, and on his own and with the band, in terms of the second and third songs, laid down Yesterday, I'm Down, and I've Just Seen a Face, all on the same day, 14th of June 65. And I'm going to go with that last choice as the winner for that category, although if you want to come up with another contender or what you think is the best, that's fine with me. Next we're going to go with release days. So there's obviously a lot here. Could choose the release date of every Beatles album probably, but I'm going to narrow it down to 5. December the 3rd, 65, the release of Rubber Soul also coincided with the release of the double A-side single Day Tripper, We Can Work It Out. Talk about Christmas coming early for Beatles fans. So that's 16 tracks of stupendous quality, all released on the same day. August the 5th, 66, the release of Revolver, monumental. June the 1st, 67, Pepper. November 22nd, 68, White Album. So those are the 4 I've chosen as the kind of nominees. Could have had the White Abbey Road as well, of course. And I'm going to be a little subjective here and go with the White Album, although I think Pepper was a very close run second in terms of the impact and how exciting it would be to get home from the record shop and put it on the turntable. But having said that, I can imagine if I was young enough at the time, old enough at the time, to have bought the White Album on the day of release, that would probably be the pinnacle for me, because it is my favourite Beatles album, probably. The next category we've got is video/TV, and this is a strong category, a lot of contenders. I'm going to give an honourable mention to the Magical Mystery Tour week between the 19th and 24th of September, when they filmed I'm the Walrus and Your Mother Should Know. I can't really pin down on which day I'm the Walrus was recorded, so that's not going to feature as in the final contender list, although it's one of their finest video performances. So we've got Paperback Writer and Rain, filmed at Chiswick House in West London, 20th of May 66. 2 superb promo videos, filmed in colour, maybe not broadcast in colour at the time. Not everyone had colour TV, but they're on the one DVD now. You can enjoy them in full, glorious colour. The next contender is All You Need Is Love, from the worldwide broadcast 25th of June 67, when they did a performance of that song in front of 350 to 400 million people, and it would have been more had several Iron Curtain countries not pulled out at the last minute. It would have been up to 500 million apparently. And the third contender I've got is Hey Jude Revolution, both promo videos shot September 4th, 68, broadcast on the Frost on Sunday, only in black and white unfortunately, on September the 8th, 68, now available in glorious colour of course on the DVD of 1. So the winner of that category, we're going to go with All You Need Is Love, just because of its impact and just the sheer enormity of how many people were watching, and the message, which kind of sums up the Beatles' message in total. And I know that you, Dave Costello, think it's their high water mark difficult to argue with that in terms of, I remember when the anthology came out, the most moving bit out of all the episodes for me was when All You Need Is Love started off in black and white and then they went into colour. That was just sensational. Next we've got the concert segment. So I could have chosen a few contenders here. I've only narrowed it down to two. The Shea Stadium concert from 15th of August 65, which is superbly captured on film with that hilarious version of I'm Down with John on the piano, and then the Rooftop from 30th of Jan 69. I'm going to go with the Rooftop just for subjective reasons, because it was their last recorded performance and they were still at their peak, and it's only 40 minutes long, but then Shea Stadium was only just over half an hour, I think, the concert. Last category we've got is photo shoot, and I've got four contenders here, or three plus an honourable mention. The honourable mention goes to the Blue album cover, which was recorded on my 5th birthday, shot on my 5th birthday, 13th of May 69, so I've got a soft spot for that. On the front cover of 67 to 70. But the three main contenders I've got are 28th of July 68, The Mad Day Out, which is captured superbly in this Tom Murray book, and also in the Don McCullen book, which is in black and white. So many great locations. 6 locations they went to throughout London on this day. Just so many iconic photos of them. And they did a whole session down at Wapping Pier with this disturbing image of John playing dead on the ground. So the next contender is the Abbey Road front cover, which is on the front of Beatles London. This superb book, if you haven't got it, pick it up if you're living anywhere near London or get a chance to visit London. This is like a Bible for Beatles fans. The third one is the Tittenhurst Park photo session of 22nd August 69, and that is superbly documented in this book. I'm not sure if I can find it just now, but it made the front cover of Hey Jude, both front cover and back cover, and many other superb images shot that day. It's just a little bit late in their career because they'd already were not to go into a recording studio after that photo shoot. So talk about the last photo shoot, it was almost like the last gasp, just a few days before John announced he was leaving. So those were the three contenders, and I'm going to go with The Mad Day Out as the winner of that, just because they spent a whole Sunday going around with a couple of photographers, Mal Evans, Yoko, and they went to King's Cross, they went to Wapping, they tried to go to Highgate Cemetery to visit the tomb of Karl Marx, but it was closed. We've got this lovely shot outside a random house in, I think it's Swan Lane in North London. So I don't know what you want to pick overall. Maybe All You Need Is Love was their apex moments, their apex day, that day when 400 million people tuned in to watch them with their message of love. Certainly many others there, and if you have favourites from elsewhere in their career, that's fine, all well and good. Hope you enjoyed the video. And just before I forget, thank you to all the people who've subscribed to my channel. I've just reached 10,000, so that's very pleasing, and thank you for all the people who take the time to comment. And what I'm going to do is invite you to submit questions for me to answer in the next video, just questions on anything really, preferably to do with music, but it doesn't have to be, and I'll do my best to answer those in the next video, so looking forward to that. So thanks very much, see you next time.